Welcome, everybody. It's Sunday morning now. I almost said it's Saturday night. It is Sunday morning. It's Pete Daddy Dollar. I'm here with Mr. Trennan over here, my boy Maverick. What's going on, bro?
Yeah, nothing much. Just excited, dude. I have a lot of emotions going through me right now from wrestling today. So many. Plus,
Dude.
my back's killing me.
my fucking neck. I hurt my neck during doing something. The little amount of shit I did in the ring earlier, and I'm like, what the fuck is wrong with my neck? But I realized it's because I'm fucking 45. No, what up, Draven? Hail, bro. Manliness, my channel members, my boys. Draven drove out to my house for my birthday last weekend, all the way from PA to Michigan, man. I love you, bro. Thank you. That was a blast. It's always nice having you.
Yep.
But yeah, dude, you and I'm not just gonna glaze you because we're on the air together and you're my boy. But no, man, you had a banger tonight. You had an excellent match tonight, sir.
Yes, I did.
It was very well done. I thought you killed JJ at one point though with that spot. That looks so tight. That shit looks so tight when you dropped him on his fucking. You did the reverse. Was it the reverse suplex spot?
It's called the inverted suplex or whatever. Inverted suplex. And yes, I did. I didn't get him all the way over.
Yep.
I couldn't. I didn't have nothing to grab, so I didn't have nothing to bring him over with. So yeah, it looked rough.
But you guys. But overall, though, dude, he was safe.
Yeah,
you guys are both fine, and we saw it. But as far as the audience goes, they're not going to pick up on stuff like that.
No.
Not in the moment. I thought your match was great. Other than that, man, you guys work well together. It's not like you have chemistry or anything, you know.
Yeah.
But no, man. You've just in the few months and even before I came in, seeing you around. No, man, you've come a long way, kid. You get excellent job, man. Excellent fucking job.
Thank you.
You're welcome. Yeah, I had the 4 spot tonight, but we'll get there. Let's talk. We had the opener. It was Shogun Dark tonight, so this is not a produced show. There'll be no footage of this released. We're gonna watch my match Monday night. Jared's gonna send me my footage. We're gonna debut our match on Monday night. We'll watch that on Nitro. And remember, folks, Nitro is at 8:05 now. We got to change. We're revamping the show, wholesale changes, which I'm so fucking busy tomorrow with production. And we've got the Awful Wrestling Podcast at 8:05, 8:15 tomorrow night. We'll be watching some TNA Rebellion. But yeah, Jared's gonna send me the footage, so we'll watch our match from Dark. And damn, man, it felt so good. That was the first time I've cut a promo live in fucking 8 years. Like I haven't had an opportunity to get a fucking microphone in my hand in front of a crowd, and I'm like, I'm glad they'll have hard cam footage of that.
Yeah.
Because I've got my what up, Killer Pizza. Hey, baby. I sent you a link if you're so inclined. That's why I haven't listened to your voice messages, because we're live. But no, it was like when Jared and I work, it's just we're going to beat the fuck out of each other. Like he's got back issues, so I can we're live, pal. I can fucking like I'm not a high flyer, but like I can move around. So like I just don't have to do extra with him, which is
Yeah.
fucking nice. It really is because like I asked my wife, I said, did it look like we were killing each other? And she goes, it did a couple times. I'm like, that's
Yeah.
fucking great. Like he did the spot with my fingers, he was biting me and shit like that. Um it was fun,
Yep.
I took the fucking body, I let him get me up for the fucking body slam. I was worried I overfed on that. Like when
Oh.
I'm interested to see the footage because like I jumped and I was trying to like level out for him and I never got my hand down to fully post. But he was like, I was just trying to get you down flat. I was like, fuck, man. I was like, you could have fucking taken 2 steps and hit me with a power slam. I wouldn't have fucking cared. And then he did the splash onto me, you know. The crowd fucking ribbed me though. I could hear him. You can't fucking win by submission when you're trying to do a pinfall because like I hit the leg drop and then I just leaned back and I went for the lazy cocky pin, and they started giving me shit
Yeah.
because I said I was gonna make him tap out. That was the whole crux of the promo was I was gonna make him tap out. That's why I only went for 1 pin attempt because I knew as a heel, I'm like, if they're fucking paying attention to the shit I said before the match, they'll fucking give me shit for this and it'll get me fucking heat. So I'm like,
Yeah.
I'm gonna go for a fucking pinfall,
Yep.
So
And it would have been funny if you actually went over with the pinfall instead of going for the submission. They'd be like, "What? Fuck."
it would have been fun, especially like that because I just I hit him with the fucking leg drop and then I flipped around and just laid back on him like that.
Yeah.
And yep, and he kicked out, and I just sat the fuck up and looked at the crowd like shit, you know. But yeah, I like doing that. And that's I've done the leg drop wrong before, and I said I did it in practice before, and my dumbass when I went to go down, just out of fucking sheer force of habit, I put my arms down when I landed.
Oh.
And my shoulders, I got stingers in both shoulders, and fucking hell, I haven't had those since like November, the first time I hit the
Dang.
ring again. And I was like, oh God, but tonight I hit it and I made sure I was like, keep your arms up. And I hit the leg drop. I had my arms up and it felt good. That's why I went for the pin. Now I fucking when we went for the weapon spot outside the ring,
Yeah.
when I powdered, when I went and got the bat, and we did the corner spot. I hit him a couple times with it. And then I went and I fucking did the big swing and I hit the post. That shit, number one, even for a wooden bat, that vibrated the fuck out of my wrist. So that I was like,
Yes.
God damn. And he's like, you can't drop the bat because you got to get in the ring with it. So I'm like, So when he started chasing me around, he was supposed to do the spot with his chain where he fucking swung and missed and hit the post. But in my head, I'm like, I'm a fucking heel. I'm like, why am I going to stand there and let him take a shot at me with the fucking chain? So
Yeah.
I just called an audible on the fly, if you will, baby. And I ran around the ring a couple times until I got to where we were at opposite corners. And then I'm like, it's time to go home anyway. So I'm like, let's go in. We hit with the fucking weapons and then we fucking threw them down. And Nate called for the fucking bell. And then I just poked Jared in the fucking eyes. I think I kicked him in the dick too, actually.
Oh my gosh.
I think I kicked him in
So
the
many
dick
dick
twice
pics.
because he had me when he got me in the claw. He worked me to the ropes, and I worked because he had me face on, so I had to work around
Yeah.
sideways. And I did the Ric Flair, and I healed him right in the nuts.
Oh, okay.
And so I think I did it again when I think I poked him and maybe kicked him in the dick. I can't remember if there was 2 dick kicks, but I know I poked him in the eyes, and that's when I just look at Nate, and I'm like, and just wham, just fucking lined him, and I just saw him fly. I'm like, oh fuck, I hit
He
him
deserves
hard.
it.
He deserves it. Nate, if you're
He
watching, I love you,
deserves
bro.
it.
I love you. No, I fucking lit him up, and then me and Jared just go back like fucking. It looked like I know you're young, but there used to be a cartoon strip in the newspapers. Now the newspaper was this thing you would get delivered to your house, and it used to have updated news to you, which would come in a day's time.
Mm-hmm.
I know I'm fucking with you, bro, but
Yeah.
no, the Lockhorns, Stan and Loretta were a married couple, and there was this cartoon strip called the Lockhorns, and they would fight, and you would always see like a cloud of dust like rolling around these two. Just,
Oh yeah.
and that was like me and Jared, like going to the back, and we got right to the door because like I kind of had him in a headlock, and then I let go of that, and like I was like, yeah, fucking throw me into the door. So I just went bam, and I slammed the fucking door. We went back through, and
Okay.
yeah, yep, and then that was it. And I came right back through. I'm like, nobody say nothing to me until we got my beer, opened it up, took a nice sip. I'm like, okay, let's talk about the match. I'm ready now.
I'm ready.
It felt good. It just, like I said, man, I haven't felt this good about a singles match ever.
Oh,
Ever. This was, and it was such a basic match, but
yeah.
and I didn't do anything really. And it felt like the figure 4 spot was really good. I think the crossface looked really good. Jared fucking his offense on me was fucking spot on like usual, just beating the fuck out of me.
Yep.
I absolutely loved it. Like I said, I have not felt this good about a singles match in my fucking career ever.
Yep.
Now I hope I can translate this. Now I want a match on the fucking main roster that's not the Rumble or a multi-man. I can work a singles match. You know, I can pretty much work. I can work with anybody. You know, so I felt good, and like I said, I'll tip the hat. It wasn't me, you know. I'd tip the hat to Jared for fucking working a fucking damn good match with me. So
oh yeah.
Yeah, he fucking I love him to death. He knows that. Dude's like a brother to me.
Yep.
Fucking that was the first time him and I have ever worked one-on-one.
Dang.
We trained together back in 2017. We worked a multi-man match, but we've never gotten to work one-on-one. Brody and I have beaten the fuck out of each other all over the place.
I know that.
All over the place. Yeah.
I watched that stuff. Yeah.
We've had a lot of matches, but yeah, that was the first time I've gotten to work with Jared. He's always fucking great to work with.
Technically, this is my second time getting to work actually, yeah, that was the second time I got to work with my cousin, because technically I worked him in the elimination match, the 4v4. And I showcased a little bit of my moveset in there. But tonight was my very first singles match.
Yeah?
Yeah, it was. It's my very first singles match. The match was, in my opinion, I got lost like twice in there.
Mm-hmm.
But like everybody said to me, nobody's gonna notice it in the crowd.
Nope.
Nobody's gonna notice it. Not only the boys noticed it, which was fine. I loved my match today because I actually got to do more instead of getting put in a tag team and limited on what I can do. Today I got to showcase what I'm all about and what I can do. And I went out there knowing this, and I went out there and I put on a fucking banger with my cousin.
That makes it mean much more too, because you're out there with your cousin. You know what I mean? Like that shit, like y'all grew up watching wrestling and shit. Now you get to go in there and put on the fucking show.
Yep.
It dude. And I know like a lot of you get guys like like most people be like, I'm like a grizzled vet, like, oh fucking it always means something. Like I get like Jackie said to me when we were standing there when we were in Gorilla and I was getting ready to go out, she goes, "You all right? You look nervous." I'm like, I'm always nervous. I'm always nervous before I go out. I've always got butterflies. If you don't, when you're standing in Gorilla and you're getting ready to hit that fucking curtain. If you don't have some modicum of tension or butterflies, dude, you ain't into it.
Yeah.
That shit hits different. Like, and that was the first time I got to use that music. So that felt
Yep.
good. Yeah, but no, dude, you saying you got lost, dude, that still happens to me, like, at
Yeah.
times.
It happens to most people.
Yep. You'll get lost in the sauce sometimes out there. And the nice thing is you're out there with JJ.
Yeah.
He just dials you back in, you know?
Yep.
And as a heel, you're gonna get to the point like me and Jared were just calling shit out there. We knew the outline.
Yeah.
We're like, this is what we're gonna do. Ba 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 spots. Okay, all right, this, that. Everything in between was like, fuck it, just work it. I told him, I said, I want to let the heat. I'm gonna let that cook. I'm gonna get up and I'm play. I got up and sat on the fucking turnbuckle at one point.
Yeah.
I was like, I just sat there and went like, what? What do you want me to do?
Yep.
Like I'm like, I have never done that. I'm just like, fuck it. I'm gonna go sit on the fucking top rope. I at that point, I should have called a double axe handle spot because I was gonna do a fucking not a top rope, but just a second rope double axe handle. But
Yeah.
I'm so afraid of landing on my knee wrong because my knee is still rough. But honestly, when I'm in there, it doesn't really bother me, but it's just like subconsciously, it's like going. That's the thing that trips me out about the Rumble is like I don't take the back clothesline flip. I'm
Oh
like,
no.
you're gonna have to throw me over like sideways, and I'm gonna like hand down and kind of just post over. And
Yeah.
I'd rather almost take a fucking back bump over the top rope at this point than try to land on my feet
Yeah.
because I'm so worried of tweaking that fucking knee. Because I go into the doctor on May 19th for like my physical, and
Okay.
I'm 45, so the doctor's now got to be like, hey, cough, and I'm gonna put my hand up your ass thing. So
Oh dang.
it's part of the territory of
Yeah.
aging. So, but I just like I want to have them look at when I go into the regular doctor because I'm doing my labs. It's like I want them to look at my knee, and I think it's the meniscus, which I injured almost 30 years ago in high school. So what they're gonna tell me is ice, elevate, rest. I'm gonna rehab. I'm gonna start hitting my legs more and just take care of it because I don't want to have surgery. I've never
Yep.
had fucking knock on wood. I've never had surgery other than like my wisdom teeth being removed.
Okay.
So even when I injured my rotator cuff, I just and that was before I got big and was lifting heavy. Like not now, but like back when I was in my mid 30s.
Yeah.
And I came back from that was still able to. So I'm like, because I'm really gonna make an effort. You fucking Draven. He makes sure he's wearing all his leather and he has a cup. Draven, do I have it? Do I have it over here? You, Draven, I love you, but you are
fucking quiz.
I love you. I love you. But no, your match, you said you got lost. It didn't matter. Everything came across. You got to showcase some fantastic offense tonight.
Dude, I like to double. I tried going up all the way to the top rope for the double arm butterfly suplex. We were talking about it at the training part about doing it, and Jimmy's like, "What about you instead of doing the exploder up from up there?" He's like, "What about you do the double arm butterfly?" I was like, "Oh, that would be cool, and I can add that to my arsenal and all that
Yep.
stuff." So I feel like I made a dumb decision trying to go all the way up to the top because as soon as I did and I locked it in, I slipped.
Yeah.
And I'm so grateful because I was trying to hold myself up, and the only thing I hear is Jeremy's just like, go with it. So I did. I was like, yay. But I didn't hear anything too bad about that.
It's better at that point. Like, you were in the same situation I was when we did the 4-on-4 match at Samurai Series. Remember
Yeah.
when I slipped off and I was trying to hold myself up with one hand and keep my other arm
Yep.
around Jared for the superplex? Yeah, I should have just let go and jumped back up. Like, that's what Jared said. He goes, but it looked fine because it looked like we were struggling. So, like we were fighting for position, jockeying for
Yeah.
position, what have you. So no, your spot, it's like that. Like, it seems like when I was hanging there, it seemed like it was like a minute and a half. Like, in my
Yeah.
head, like, it's like, Jesus Christ, I've been hanging here for a minute. It's like a second and a half. So
Yeah.
that spot with you, it was so quick, and you pulled the move off anyway, to your credit.
Yep.
So yeah, man, you're GOOD good, brother.
Yep.
Yeah, like
Oh,
you had a good match. You had a good match, man.
yeah. I like all my moves that I did. Yeah, I like the pow driver spot. I did my little fist thing. I turned it around and I cracked my neck. Then I grabbed my other fist, cracked my neck, grabbed him, and hit the pow driver. My own, like my own pow driver on him. That dang Matty Fine got involved and put his fucking foot on the ropes. I
Yep.
fucking hate that. Ah.
Shit.
Ah.
She said that. She said she was doing like a foot on the rope spot.
Yeah.
Yeah. That damn women. Women
Ah.
women ruin everything, don't they? I'm just kidding. I'm just kidding,
Dude.
Maddie. You're amazing.
Yeah.
You're amazing.
Yeah.
Good fight. And I gotta stop to give that young lady her flowers as far as like in ring, like training stuff. She's done really well. Very well. Very, very proud of her. It's like, and speaking of that, man, I wanna talk about the first match. Rick Cartier versus somebody you're very close to,
Yes.
Mr. Steven Lyrics. And
Yes.
boy oh boy oh is his chest red from that chop, those chops. And they did a extremely good job. Steven worked a great match, healed the shit out of it at the beginning. I love to see like you and Steven do your heel work, because it makes me feel good to see
Yep.
like young
Hey.
up and coming heels.
Hey.
Yeah.
You wanna talk to the man, the myth, the legend?
Absolutely.
Oh, I'm gonna pass the microphone to him
Yes.
right now. Here you go.
Hello?
What's up, brother?
Not much. How you doing?
Good, sir. Good. He showed up when we was giving you. He showed up when you're about to get your flowers.
Oh, yay. A good time to show up.
How about your match, bro? How did it feel tonight?
Oh, I honestly I loved it. It was great. Literally, it's not well, it was an honor to work against Cartier, so just shout outs to him. I always love watching him work. Always the guy that I always hear so many positive things. So to fight him tonight was a dream come true. He's actually he's been around the scene a while, and he's actually one of the idols that got me into wrestling and made me decide that yeah, I can do it. So I can't say too like all I got is praise. And
Oh, absolutely.
first ever title shot, so out of nowhere too. So I'll take it.
Yeah. Yeah. It was the was it the Southwest or
Yeah, Southwest Championship.
Southwest Heavyweight Championship? Yeah, that's pretty dope too. Just an impromptu title match. Especially as a younger guy, just having that on your resume is just thinking a couple years you put that shit on your cage match, bro.
Yeah. It's huge, and that's why you go to dark, because you never know what might happen. That's the whole fun. That's the whole you get thrown in there and see what goes on, and you make moments out of it.
Yep.
But
And
how was your match though? How did you enjoy your match?
oh shit, I don't think they want to hear any more about me, but it was like I said, I gotta give Jared, praise for being a fucking amazing fucking partner to dance with in there tonight. I'm gonna add in another member of the locker room here too. What's up, bro?
What's up?
Oh, there we go.
we got Steven and Trent in here too.
What's up, guys?
Yeah. What's going on? It's me right now, but I kind of took over.
Yep, Steven took over.
You're good. Let me I don't got my normal lighting rig up, so let me
Oh, you're good, bro.
Let me figure something out. How you guys doing?
We good, man. We good.
Doing good.
Steven was talking about his match. He worked Cartier tonight, and Rick is fucking awesome, dude. My first show in IWE was I came in because Brandon was out and they needed a mouthpiece, and I came in and I had this is the stable
Craig
I got.
Stossel. Craig Stossel.
Shout
out to Craig Stossel, by the way. One of the greatest to ever do it.
He's a fucking fantastic dude.
One of the nicest guys ever, too.
Absolutely.
Yeah, he is.
And they wanted, because I worked with him on his promos and got fucking fire in him, because I was like, I'm transitioning to like in ring. Like I'm only doing this until I'm ready to fucking go, because that was always the goal. And I got handed Rick Cartier to manage, Apocalypse, and Dillinger, which I'm like, I have 3 fucking just monster fucking heels here. Like, shit, this was easy. Come in, Rick wins his first match. Then James lost to that guy. And then we put him through a table, though, after the match. And then APOC won the world title that night. So it was like, as my first night in, I'm like, this is fucking fantastic. And it just went from there, and it was a blast, man. But no, I was sad when he turned babyface and he had to leave the stable, because I love Rick to death, man. He got in, and like we were talking about that tonight. We met at Apex Pro in 2012, because I was like, I always thought he came in about the same, because I've been in since 2009. And I thought he came in about the same time I did, but it was a couple of years after. And yeah, I met him. I was working for Chuck Wagon and Dice down in New Baltimore. But yeah, man, Rick's a guy I can't ever say enough good things about, as far as, like you said, Steven, locker room presence, experience, knowledge, willingness to fucking impart that knowledge and wisdom. Great fucking guy.
Just overall, one of the greatest guys I've known in the locker room. Like, so good in the ring, gimmicks great, babyface heel can work great. Just my grandma's favorite wrestler, by the way.
Yep.
She came to a show one time, and it was an outdoor show. I worked the first match, and I think like they didn't have the right like chairs or stuff set up, so like we ended up leaving at intermission because the venue didn't promise what they had for us for like an outdoor show. I worked the first match. It started to rain outside, and then I went and found my grandma, who I loved to death, and I was like, oh, I don't expect you to stick around for the whole show. And Rick Cartier came out to the ring in that time. She goes, I don't know. I think I'm going to stick around for this old school Rick Cartier. So, great guy. I don't want to hijack this podcast or this live stream or nothing. I just want to touch on a couple things. For one, Trenton, don't ever do pile drivers with anyone other than your cousin who made it okay, because he's the king. That's so dangerous for you to do at that point in your career, but he showed you how to do it right. He protected himself right. I know he talked you into it.
Yeah, I'll let him take over, because it's just me right now.
Oh, you too, Steven. I mean, I'm just saying, hit some more hip tosses and stuff. You don't got to pile drive everyone. And Steven, I'm sure you learned a lot from Rick Cartier, man, especially the pacing. A lot of guys think that he's just the biggest chop machine. He's just gonna wail the hell out of you. that's just the in between shit. Me and Pete
Yep.
touched on this earlier in a bit of a conversation of like, I mean, each guy's got like 3-4 big moves. So what happens in between is very important, and
Yep.
the chops get looked at that way because they are. Steven, you can probably tell us how hard they were.
Yeah, my chest is red. So he did a hell of a job. On the chop scale of 1 to Caesar Asher, he's right up there. I'd say he's number 3 on my hardest chop list. Actually,
Well,
Cruz, you're actually number 2 considering
Oh.
what you did to me.
So any of the boys watching this that are going to be involved in the Ronin Rumble next show, remember Steven's chop scale.
Oh yeah,
Yep.
I have a chop scale,
He's
believe
a
it or not.
greenie. Let's beat the chop scale.
Yeah, the chop scale.
I know, and I can't even get in on this because I'm a fucking heel too, so I can't even chop it.
I know, that's the best part. That's what everybody else is like geeking to hit me, and it's like, yeah, hit me. I'm like, that's what I'm here for. I'm like,
I don't.
everybody loves seeing me get hit.
I don't even hit him in practice.
I
I whoop on Trenton a little bit, but I never hit Steven.
I will give a compliment to Steven and Trenton here, is a guy who's been around since the beginning that knows your cousin very well. You guys have earned a lot of respect by getting your asses beat. A lot of guys take a little bit of a licking and they think they're Daniel Pewter and they're made an example of and they dip. It's not that. You're just green. That's part of being initiated into the business. And if you can take it and keep moving, it ain't long after that until everyone says, okay, these guys are cool.
Yep.
Yeah. Thank you. That means a lot. But that's as for any other green guy out there learning and whatnot, it's just to listen. Like Jeremy always told me that you have 2 ears, 1 mouth. He's like, so you should listen twice as much as you speak. So when you go in, you do your dues, you do what you can. And yeah, it's not always going to be like the goal for me is to entertain. It's not all about, just about winning, losing, and whatnot. Like you said, it's do what we got to do to show fans something that they've never seen before. And getting your butt kicked sometimes happens because there's people out there that are just bigger, stronger, better. And that is the beauty. It's the beauty in wrestling.
Unless you're a rookie that's like 350 pounds, 6'5", and you got a 5'6" guy coming at you, and it wouldn't make sense like psychologically wise. It's never going to hurt to sell for these guys because, in my opinion, the best way you can break into the business is as a babyface because you listen to the heel telling you what to do and you get your ass kicked and they tell you what's next. And if you're going to be a heel, the best heels are the ones that get their asses kicked. Look at Ric Flair. Ric Flair has more moves he takes on defense than he has on offense.
Yep.
He's arguably the greatest of all time.
Yeah.
That's part of my whole deal is Stick is part of what he did is literally I'm a cowardly heel. And that's, me getting out there and running my mouth even and just getting to the crowd and then wanting them to see me get hit. That's boom.
Dude, did you see like I don't know if you got to, but like all my cutoff spots tonight with Jared were fucking eye pokes. Just little eye pokes. He got me in the claw. He got me in his finisher. And like I said, I worked to the ropes and it's a front facing move, but I got my back turned to him. What I do? Threw my heel up and kicked him in the dick. Like that was it's a perfect fucking heel move. And it's nothing. It's so easy. You know, like most of my cut, like the biggest thing I did tonight was the fucking leg drop. I took, like I said, I took the body slam. I took a few hope spots and some shine, but I mean, I got a little bit of a noggin knocker headache. So I'm like, he hit me a couple times, but like I threw a few, my forearms were a lot looser tonight than they were last time we worked. Cause he told me, he goes, I said, you want me to work tight? He goes, no, you can loosen up a little bit. I'm like, all right, that's, because he was one, like him and Brody, I was at work fucking snug. And I'm like, I don't work. Well, just okay. And then you get, but no, it was good. It felt good. And yeah, as a heel, dude, I've taken so much fucking heat or shine. It's just, and Ray knows because there was tag matches where I took way more than I probably should have from certain people who like to fucking work like a heel, but they're a baby face. You know what I'm talking about? And it's like, take this. I'm like, do I get anything? Like, okay. But what did I do? I go out there and I'll take it, because I'm the fucking heel and the crowd's gonna fucking love it. So, Steven, kudos, sir. Yeah,
Thank you.
It's a bitch being the fucking what everybody tosses around for a while, but they'll come to a point where you don't have to do it anymore.
That's true too. That's
you'll get to a point where you don't have to.
Right.
And then you'll have guys underneath you that you're like, I can throw you around.
Yeah, it's when I get older, I'll do that. But I'm like, since I'm young too, I'm like, throw the damage now because I'm like, I'm not gonna be able to just keep taking damage forever. Like, body has a count and a bum card, so just throw it at me for now.
That's why I took one. I took one tonight. That's it. That was it. I took one bump. I've taken 4 bumps in the last 2 matches.
Right.
That's it. But like, I took 2. I'm sorry. I took 2. But it was an ass bump. I just fell down for him and it just kicked my feet back and let him fucking go for a pin.
Right.
I'm like, fuck, this is easy. I sold my head and I just fell down and then kind of like I did with you, Ray, with the elbow drop spot. I just fucking ass bump and just kick my feet up and like, there you go. There's the easy fucking hold me up for the fucking gimmick. And yeah, that's what I did. And the other bump was the body slam I took. So 5 bumps in 2 matches. I'm like, I take more in practice every Wednesday night.
Yeah.
What up, Cotton? Good to see you, bro.
So Steven,
yeah.
Overall, like, what do you what was your experience with Rick Cartier? Like, how did he stand out compared to other people? And like, how do you like the match? What did you learn from him and everything? Because he's a guy, like me and Pete were saying, like everyone in the locker room respects.
Yeah, definitely kudos to him. And like, he's, in my honest opinion, he's a legend. He literally, one of the awesome things about being in the ring with him is the pacing. I think you cross that, and that literally, it blows my mind when I'm like in there listening to them and how they do things and how things just flow so smoothly. That's something, especially from like a younger guy like me, to like catch on and actually learn in the pacing. Because pacing is something I've always struggled with. Like, oh, I should do this here. I should do this here. I should do this. And being a younger guy, you're always wanting to add in so much and get so much in. And Rick just kind of like you said, you get there with like the chops and stuff and the big moves. But the way he slows it down and breaks it down for the audience to digest, for you to like give it and give into it and whatnot and actually sell, like, his pacing is just phenomenal. And it's just, that really was an eye opener for me tonight. And I was so happy that he was my opponent. And it really was an honor and a blessing to actually wrestle against him and be taught that way of learning.
Yeah, I'm sure he told you at one point, slow down. Just breathe, kid. Breathe.
Yep.
I mean, we've wrestled before. I don't talk for shit in the ring unless I got you in a headlock. I just keep going. He's one of the guys that, even when I work him to this day, he's like, I'm gonna do this, I'm gonna do that. Not to break the code of wrestling, but I've just never been a talker, man. And one day you're gonna get to the point where, like, I've been in matches before where we forgot how to start the match. We didn't call it nothing. Like, all right, let's just fucking go. And those are the funnest matches you'll ever have in your career.
Yep.
When you're comfortable with an opponent and you can just, everything they do, because at the end of the day, there's 4 corners, 4 middle spaces in the ropes. So it's 8 spots. 1 corner, middle rope, corner, boom. 8 spots. Right. Everything feeds the center from those spots. You feed around the ring for the heel. The heel feeds, everything goes around if the babyface is feeding. And then you have a top rope to try to crawl up on, a corner to try to get on the second rope. And there's so many microscopic spots if you're the babyface to sell around for the heel, and as a heel, you should have a move or a punch or a strike for when the guy's crawling up to the second rope in the corner, or he's crawling to the bottom rope in the middle, or he makes it pulling himself up in the top rope in the corner or the middle. But at the end of the day, everything feeds into the center of the ring. It's a squared circle for a reason.
Yep.
And as long as you can make it there every time, you'll get in the repetition of, like, say I wrestle Bojack. I know Bojack very well. He whips me in the corner and I feed out. He whips me in the corner. I can look him in the eyes as I hit. I can tell if he wants me to stay, if he wants me to come, and I know all his moves. And then those are easy paydays.
Yep, that's the magic. That is something that I'm learning much more, like wrestling against you, Cartier. Like, it's starting to really click to me. Like, it's about making moments, about making things like come back to the center and giving the fans what they want and what they want to see, or ripping it away from them too, because that is also such a great thing to do as well. So, but I'm out of here, guys. I'm gonna give it back to Turnin. So thank you so much,
Steven, let me tell you one more thing. Next match we have, I'm gonna shoot on you and kill all the magic.
All right, chops.
Oh no, it won't be chops.
Oh, damn it.
He's kicking you in the dick. Steven, dude, love you, bro. Thanks for coming on, man, and excellent job tonight, kid.
Thanks for having me. Thanks. That means a lot. So, yeah, here's Turnin back.
All right, bro.
Hello.
Hi, sweetheart. You're back.
Oh, thank you.
Oh God. So we had the 2 spot. We had Officer Scott Atlas versus Chico Amante. This is a hoss fight. This is two, as they say on What Culture, 2 big meaty men slapping meat. Mouth-watering, big, sweaty men.
Yep.
This was, I think, their first official match.
Yes. In Shogun. Yes.
Yeah, in Shogun. Yeah. Yep.
Yes.
Overall, and we watched them beforehand. Watched them work. In practice earlier.
Yeah.
They had most of the spots down. And I think I was going to get something to eat at this point, because this was no. I was in and out, because this is the 2 spot. I was in and out of Gorilla at this point. But what I made sure I saw most of it, and there was a few things that, like, you can just see green, like green, but and that's no slight, because everybody makes fucking mistakes, man. And the thing was, they went with their stuff, and they kept to what they were doing, and it worked.
Yep,
it worked. The bear hug spot, I thought it was a good match.
It was a good match.
The Baldo at the end looked good. The Baldo bomb there, that looked good. Although it would have worked better if
he sat out.
If he sat out instead of going. When he went to his knees, I was like, "Ugh!" Like, that just hurt me. I'm like, because, like, I'll do a drop to my knees, like, if I have to, like, once a match, because that's about all I can do. Because the old knees fucking hurt. So I can take one of them, but just watching that, I'm just like, oh.
From a guy who 2 of my biggest power moves that we talked about earlier, like 4 or 5 power moves, 2 of them are Michinoku Driver and Blue Thunder Bomb. Sit out on your ass, man.
Yep.
It's way better.
Yeah.
These were 2 guys I asked Jeremy about. I'll just spill all the beans on everything in this podcast or this live stream, because they were 2 guys that learned a little bit slow. Trenton was as well. Not gonna lie. But look at you now, man. You're doing great. Like, it just takes some guys a little bit longer to learn than others, because I wasn't on the training sessions, which isn't a bad thing. I was one of the slowest learners in my graduating class. And you got to really work with your other teammates, your other trainees, and you'll get it eventually. And I was really curious about this match, and Jeremy told me it was pretty good.
Yeah.
Which I'm proud of you guys for that.
Yep.
Because I know they have it in them. just like I knew you had it in you, Trenton. It's just
Yep.
like you guys are passionate and you got the right people around you, and just might take a little more repetitions. I mean, Shaq's one of the best basketball players of all time, can never shoot a free throw.
Yeah.
You know?
Yep. And that's the nice thing about having the younger guys like Trenton and like Jacob and like Caleb and like Steven is they're in a unique position to glean knowledge from some tremendous independent talent, and they're in a promotion where they're not going to be treated like dog shit because they're young and because they're green. You guys really, like, I don't know, because you haven't really been anywhere else, really, have you, Trenton? Have you worked anywhere else?
No.
No. Okay.
Nope.
So you haven't been in a locker room where the situation is fucking god awful, like, and it's unprofessional and nobody knows what the fuck is going on and it's a clusterfuck. You know, those, and there's
Yeah.
drama. You guys are in a fantastic fucking spot right now, and it's I'm that makes me happy for you guys that you have a lot of like vets around you that are willing to help, and you know you're making progress. It's fucking fantastic, dude. Absolutely, bro.
You.
So Atlas went over with the Baldo bomb in this one.
Yes,
And it was a solid match.
it was.
And then we come to the 3 spot. We had Dean versus Ryan Crow, and this was good. This
It
was
was good.
It was, and I'd never seen Dean work before.
Me either.
I didn't know who he was. It took me a minute to get around to him, but I introduced myself to him. Very humble kid, very nice. Him and Ryan worked extremely well together. They had really good chemistry. They were working through their stuff backstage, and I can't remember who it was. It might have been Dillinger. He comes in. It was Dillinger or Rick. They come in. He sat down. He's like, "Man," he goes, "they're playing in too much shit." He goes, "That sounds like a lot of work." It was Dillinger because he's like, "Fuck it, I'll just call it in the ring." Yeah, you know. But
Yeah.
no, everything they did looked good. They had one slight faux pas, but it was on the DDT, like that spinning spot. And
Yeah.
Ryan hooked it differently and saved it kind of at the last minute, and Dean went with it too. So it was not really that noticeable. But I can't remember. Dean went over in this, didn't he?
Yes.
Yeah,
Dean went over.
What the hell? What did he go over with?
I can't remember.
I can't remember what he went over. It was it was a headlock, like a headlock driver.
Yeah,
it was
like that.
Yeah, it was a headlock driver because Jack called it out in the back, and it looked good. It was a good match. The crowd was into it. And Ryan, the ascension of Ryan Crow fucking continues. Another, and again, man, like I said, I'm not trying to glaze this kid, but the athleticism is off the fucking charts. It is. It's off the fucking charts.
Yeah, definitely. I worked a one-on-one match with Crow, and everyone knows how I feel about the kid, and we could glaze it back if he had an ego, but he doesn't. He's the most humble, friendly kid. And I know Dean Hendricks. I worked a match with him in a battle royal one time at a show.
Dean Hendricks. Okay.
Dean Hendricks. And I worked the show with him, and I've heard good things. I know he worked a match recently with one of my trainers, Uncle Chase, and he was really high on the match that he did. So I knew this one would be good. Similar body types. I think Dean Hendricks just a little shorter, a little stockier, but not by much.
Yep.
And you put two guys like that together, like I knew it would be a good match.
Oh yeah. Yeah, it was what what you would expect from two guys that work from what seeing from what I've seen from Dean now. You got a good match out of them. You really did.
Yeah.
Let's see.
House of Truth guy as well. So.
Oh, he's a House of Truth guy.
Yep.
Okay.
Okay.
All right. And then we've already talked about me and Jared's match. We won't talk about that anymore. Then we went to intermission, and then we came back and we had Trenton and JJ's match.
Oh, that one sucked.
Yeah, that was
What? Come on.
That was the bathroom break.
Come on. Bathroom break. Come on, man. I put everything into that match.
Oh man, you know you guys did well tonight, bro. You guys know you did
I know.
well.
Freaking
Go ahead, bro.
there was one spot where I flipped over his back and it got the most fucking pop in the world. Everybody was cheering for it.
Yeah,
Over just me flipping over his back.
That's because when people think of you as an athlete, they think of a pro bowler. No, I'm just kidding, bro. You're Steven's younger brother, though, right? Shoot, right?
Yeah.
So I gotta give the little brother bullshit. But I was listening before I hopped on live, right as you let Steven on, and I'm proud of the match you did. I talked to Jeremy earlier. I mean, no, I didn't. I hate JJ Hughes, but the match is good. Like I said earlier, the one thing, just don't keep a pile driver in your repertoire. I know JJ showed you.
Yeah.
But that was a test, I'm sure. Did you feel any pressure before the match?
Man, I felt like this was my very first singles match. So like that was pressure, and like it was my very first one, and I had so much pressure, and I knew it was like, I knew that there's like, if I couldn't hang with JJ, I couldn't do singles, like that type of stuff.
So let me ask you, what do you think the difference is between tag team wrestling and the singles match, in your opinion, after having a singles match now? Because I know on some hands, as a guy who's done a lot of tag team wrestling, it could be a lot easier because you can catch your breath, you can think about the next spot, but more cooks in the kitchen, so it can be more difficult in a lot of ways. It's kind of 50-50 in how you want to look at it. I personally prefer singles matches because, story of the match, if I'm a face, I'm hitting my shit and getting beat up, so I fight back, vice versa as a heel. I think it's a little bit easier as a heel. You'll be a bit more winded, but you find there's places to catch your breath, and everything's based on just you two and the ref, obviously.
Yeah. Honestly, don't get me wrong, I like doing tag team matches and everything, but I felt like I could showcase a lot more in a singles match than I can in a tag team match. And that's what I did tonight with Jeremy. I got to show more moves and everything out of like my moveset. And honestly, it felt great.
That's awesome, man. And even in between the moves, you get put in a spot and you gotta kind of do things in between. All eyes on you. Because the basic stuff like this is your guy, it's all the same shit when you're the heel. Just find different ways to antagonize the crowd. What you want to try to find in the long run is you want to find ways that the crowd's going to react towards you. Bait them into it as if, I swear, if you call me a loser, I'll whomp you. They're going to call you a loser.
Yep.
And then, how dare you call me a loser? Then they're laughing their asses off. Oh, I called him a loser. Now he's mad. That's a basic example. But when the light's on you, find ways to bait the fans into disliking you. But kayfabe, you're in control.
Yep.
You're putting the heat on, and they're feeding right into your palm. Exactly where you want them. And there's times where you're going to be laying down, getting your ass beaten, little kids yelling, I knew you'd lose. And you could lay there thinking, me too, bitch. But the more you boo me, the more you're going to want to bring your little friends along, the more we're all going to get paid.
Yep. I had these kids booing the shit out of me because, like, and that's what I say, man. I got to do some fucking, like, this is my first one-on-one match in 8 years. No multi-man, no triple threat, just me and Jared, and like I finally like Ray, it finally clicked, bro. I'm like in between moves, I'm like, I'm gonna walk over here, and I walked over, I paintbrushed him, then I just walk over, start talking shit to the crowd. Walk over, like I said, I jumped up and sat on the fucking turnbuckles at one point and just going like this, like look at him, look at him. Like it was, yep, it was that kind of night, man. Just letting shit breathe,
Yeah.
letting it fucking cook. You know, it did. It feels good to be able to work singles like that. You know, like I felt more confident tonight than I've felt in years. Yeah, yeah. I just had that. It just felt good. You know.
Yeah, when you get the crowd rocking as the heel, and you take not the hot tag, but a one-on-one like the comeback, or if there's a double down, or you're doing falsies, when you're in between those spots and the crowd's really rocking and you're down, take it from my fat ass. So I'm laying there and I'm really trying to catch my breath, but you just hear like the bleachers pounding or people screaming. It's like, oh yeah, oh yeah.
Yeah.
Just advice I give you, and I'll throw on the podcast too, Trent. Like when you're working a babyface one-on-one, just always make sure when you're ready to go to their big comeback, their big fight, always make sure your babyface is ready for it, to give everything he's got, and more importantly, always make sure you're ready to be there for them. More importantly,
Yep.
Because even if they were a little weak and a little winded, you got to hit those bumps and snap and get up and snap, and you got to make them look like they're rocking your world. Because 9 times out of 10, you're going to cut them off and hit them with something anyway. So that's something you'll learn in time. But
Yep.
you know, fuck JJ Hughes.
Yeah. Yeah. Screw him.
I think I should be declared the new Chap Daddy.
He's taking the title of Chap Daddy away.
Yeah, he's taking the title of Chap Daddy.
Oh, it ain't no title. It's a bitch made moniker that he made putting chapstick on. But I whooped his ass every time I fought him. So I'm the real Chap Daddy. I'm gonna make a legacy out of being Chap Daddy. He was an embarrassment before, you know. His Chap Daddy shit was kissing ass. Me being Chap Daddy is I'm chapping that ass, you know. Mothers, stepmoms, sisters, cousins, it don't matter. I'm chapping that ass.
Yep.
Oh, God. I can't remember what match it was, but
we're talking about mine. But
oh no. I was gonna make a point. Maddie did this thing at camp the other night. She was counting during our fucking practice match, and she gets to 2, and it fucking dude, I popped for it. She's like, "Twosies for Usies." I'm like, oh my fucking God, that is so funny. I'm like, you need to do that during, like, at some point you need to say that. So she's like, I did it when I think her and Austin were sitting at commentary tonight, just sitting there, and she comes back, she goes, I said it during a match. She goes, it was just for you. She goes, I said twosies for you. So I'm like, oh my God. That it made me fucking laugh. It was
that's good, because like that's bait for any heel. Like
yep.
Depending on what kind of heel you are, like that would drive a heel crazy. Like you're already mad they kicked out. Like
yep.
You're gonna make a mockery, twosies for choosies, get in her face, and then rolled up 1, 2, 3. There's a good finish.
Yeah. It was a good show, man. Let's see. We had Ray versus Nick versus Spawn. The tag team champions, the Samurai. Ray Larson, the Relentless Barbie, and Nick Green, the big boy, versus Spawn, one half
little boy.
Little boy.
You don't got to give your nickname to us when we're talking about someone else's match.
No. Yeah.
No, this was another one, man. Obviously the 3 of these guys, I'm just calling them all guys. Obviously it's Ray's in the match. You know, she's a female, clearly. But no, it was a good match. It was a really good match. They're all very familiar with each other. They could do this match in their sleep. You know what I mean? And yeah, I thought it was good. The crowd loved it. You know, another solid one, man.
Yep.
When she we popped in the back when Ray she like slapped Nick in the back. Holy shit, that was funny. He's like, hey, fucking somebody goes, like, what? Like, it was fucking first, like, oh god, like that sounded like it fucking hurt. It was he had a nice red mark. It was funny.
I love all those guys in that triple threat.
Yep.
Yep.
You know, it's and I was mentioning this tonight. In all the because they're usually there at training every Wednesday, and I realized this. I have never once interacted with Ray or Nick in the ring at all ever.
Oh, you
Like,
haven't?
not during training, never. I'm very careful about, and Jack's probably tougher than I am. I mean, I'm just gonna throw that out there. And she's giving me shit tonight. She goes, I was listening to the commentary. She goes, you were playing all that misogynistic shit up. She goes, until it came to when you hit the fucking Samoan drop on Caesar and I fucking popped for it and I put you over big. And I was, even as a fucking heel, I'm like, because Jared, she hit the fucking Samoan drop on Caesar, and Jared's like, what'd you think of that? I'm like, she squats, bro. I'm like, what the fuck am I gonna say? I'm like, that was fucking impressive.
Yep.
You know, so I was like, yeah, I do the misogynistic gimmick on commentary. It was like, but I'm gonna give you your flowers when you deserve them. I'm like, absolutely, you know. And I was like, you know, that's all a gimmick, right? She goes, yeah. I'm like, okay, I just want to make sure. I'm like, I was like, yeah. So they're like, you know, just she could probably work circles around you. Or Brody said that to me on commentary. I'm like, of course she fucking could. That doesn't take much. I'm not saying that to lessen her, but I'm like, anybody can work circles around me. Shit.
Hey, man, I'm the opposite, man. I haven't worked with those two either. I haven't worked with a lot of people. Shit, anyone can get it. Bad News Cruise is bad again, bro. I don't give a fuck.
Yeah.
I'll beat the shit out of anyone. And then
Chris.
Now, hey, I'll take on anyone unless your name is Toatelli or Surge.
Right. Right. And
just stay away from those
Big
two.
tough guy.
And tip of the cap to Surge for being the OV Dub champion now.
Yeah.
Dude, that's fucking huge for him.
Yeah, that's the developmental.
Yeah.
From back in the day.
Yes, sir. Which I didn't realize they just sold again.
Al Snow don't own it no more?
That guy, the Matt guy from the documentary, he sold out his. I don't know if Al's still in it or not.
What's the documentary on, by the way? Netflix?
Netflix. It's on Netflix.
I have Netflix now.
I've got a couple episodes left to watch.
Okay, I'm going to watch Heathers after this. I've never seen it before. Maybe a simple plan. So, but what's up, Rooftop Chris?
What up, Chris?
How's it going, guys?
What up?
Good to see you, brother.
Yeah, man. Sounds like you guys had a blast tonight.
It was fun.
Well, Trenton did, but that was after his match backstage.
Oh, shut up, man! Get out of here.
Trenton's like, I'm gonna go backstage and have a blast, and everybody's like,
not a great plan.
Because
son of a bitch,
you don't you I said it before and I'll say it again. You don't want to end up
fucking quiz.
Don't clinch.
Don't clinch. Don't clinch.
oh my god!
I forgot you had a soundboard, man.
Oh yeah. Wait, you forgot I had a soundboard?
Tell me he didn't just say that.
Mouth-watering manlets at butt culture.
It's like the more I smoke this in the stream, the funnier these soundboards get.
I have normally after a show, I don't have to like tap out from like the activities, but I think I had like 3 beers tonight, and like I said, I brought 9. I think I had 3, maybe 4. I passed the rest of them out, and I had some edibles, and I smoked a couple before the show, and I smoked like 1 after, and I'm like, I gotta go home. I was like, we got a podcast to do tonight. We gotta go.
Yeah.
Wait, Pete isn't queer, but $20 is $20. I was young and needed the money. I was young and needed the money 5 minutes ago when I sucked that dick, manliness.
Remember, you're only gay if you take it.
And that took talent because I was only off camera for like 10 seconds.
Whoa!
Yeah, my Gumai.
Yeah, Pete told him, the guy told Pete, can you double it for another 20? He ended up taking another 20 inches.
Yep. I was like, we misunderstood. We misunderstood what exactly that double meant. And I was
Liar!
Reinvented what a double shot meant.
yeah, we've reinvented the wheel. Let's see. So who Trennan, who got the pin in that? Did Jacqueline get the pin or did Nick? Or was
They
it
both did.
it was a double
They
pin?
both won.
Okay.
They both won.
God damn it, Triple H and your 50-50 booking. I'm gonna talk to the office about this. I was sitting back there and I said something and they're like, what are you doing? I was like, I'm fucking politicking, you fucks. Main event was Vince Diamond, shining Vince Diamond against the CEO Benjamin Brody, who I've already murdered, and I got to verbally dress down in the ring tonight on the microphone. So
Nice.
But yeah, this match was fucking what you'd expect. It was a brawl. Vince did fucking good heel work tonight, bro. He got to get on the mic and do some shit, and yeah, he did some really good heel work. I was like, oh, he's got it in him.
Yep.
Nice. No,
That's interesting because he's got to be somewhere from 6 to 9 matches, without including battle royals, into his career. And
Yep.
he started as a heel
Mm.
and famously taunted in front of the whole crowd after he lost as a heel and got the babyface love, and everyone in the back was like, "What the fuck?"
Yep.
Like 6 to 9 matches. 6 to 9 matches. He started as a heel, got the love, turned babyface, then can dip back and go heel. That's something very important, especially when he was working like babyface against Crow. If you can get a grasp on that 6 to 9 matches in, where depending on the feeling, you can switch from babyface to heel, which I don't agree is the right thing to do. Like in AEW booking, like 1 minute someone's a heel, 1 minute's a face.
Yep.
Stick to what you do based on the story. But the fact he has the grasp on both, because there's a lot of guys that can do both, but some guys are just good at one, some guys are good at the other.
I was a baby face for fucking years and years and years, and I was like, oh my god, I want to fucking, and I didn't get to go heel until I got to IWE. I didn't get to. I was like, what, 7 years as a
I can't even picture it, man. I'm sure you could do babyface work because you're cool. But I just made up a picture in my head of like you coming on the varsity jacket.
You know,
like the spiked hair, like go team.
If I pulled up my
Pete like that,
if I pulled up my picture, there's a picture on Facebook of me, like one of my senior pictures I posted one day. You would be like, no fucking way. But no,
your quote, your senior quote was Michael Jackson, "Let's heal the world." You're in there.
We didn't deny it. I'm not hearing a no.
See,
I totally lost my train of thought.
See, Pete, I'm a big bearded ugly fuck. I only have one option: heel.
Yeah.
Only time I've been babyface is like ironic babyface. Like, oh, he's kind of fun.
He's kind of fun. See, mine was I did basically it was the same gimmick, but the crowd just, I came out and, shook hands and kissed babies, and the crowd liked it because I came out to Kanye West and I was working in Saginaw, and it worked, and yeah, when I got to IWE, I'm like, all right, fucking be a heel. I want to be a heel. I want to be a heel. And yeah, that worked out very, very well.
Nice.
And yeah, here I am. I was like, I don't know. Like at this point, I was like, I think I'm pretty sure I could switch back to babyface if I really. It would take a lot. I
An
think.
amnesia angle.
Yeah, it'd have to be like a Tony
Hey,
Khan
wake up,
amnesia
wake
angle.
up, wake up, man.
Wake up!
What
Have
about
we
if you're
helped-
the evil twin? So
Yeah,
that means
we-
you're the good guy.
I mean,
Have we helped everybody from Katrina yet? Everybody needs help.
I'm
George
gonna
Bush doesn't like. No,
I'm gonna shave
George Bush
everything
likes
off.
black people.
Shave everything off and just grow the triangle and do the fucking mustache, and that's it. And I'll it'll be summer, so I'll be out at the boat and the golf course. I'll have a tan, and I'll be Pedro Papi Peso. It's Pete's Mexican.
Me llamo Pedro.
I'll come down to the ring. I'll change my music for the 8th time in fucking 6 months, and this will be my entrance theme.
Oh my god.
Dance.
Next time I'm faced, it's going to be "Why Can't We Be Friends" by War.
Nice.
Yeah, okay.
I like that's a great song anyway.
You guys have a battle royal at the end of the show?
No.
Good. That shit sucks. When you first start wrestling, you'd be like, when I first started wrestling, I'm like, battle royal, sweet. And you get in the ring and just everybody beats the living life out of you. I'm like, this is terrible. You get like,
I'm better on paper.
you easily get like a sword twice as much from a normal match. Just people beating the shit out of you.
Mm-hmm.
That's
And the second you try to take a rest, a motherfucker started just stomping in your chest.
Yep.
Then you're fucked.
You powder into the corner to try to catch your wind, and next thing you know, you're catching boots to the fucking chest.
You pulled this last battle royal, Pete. Every time you got a show and some guy's like, I'm just going to sell in the crowd and sit down and say, I don't need to get in the ring. Every time someone does that, I'm like, you ain't slick. I know what you're doing. Just avoiding getting your ass beat.
Yep.
Yep.
Yes, the fuck I was. He's like, I know.
He did his last one. He just
That's what I was saying.
flipped off people. Walked off.
I sat front row. Everybody rushed the ring, and I got up and I went like that and fucking walked to the back.
Dude, I told somebody recently, they weren't a wrestler, but they were like in the car with us. I don't remember who it was, but I was like, have you ever seen anybody ever in a battle royal that when the bell rung, they just like got thrown straight out or just dumped themselves out? I'm like, they 100% didn't like the booking, or they were like, fuck this. Like, I'm out.
That
I'm going
was
to get my ass beat for 10 minutes straight. I'd be stupid about that shit, man. I'd be wanting to do that, and the next thing I know, I'm 10 minutes in, I'm like, this is great.
Oh, dude.
Get me out.
Did I ever tell you about the Rick Cartier story in that bunkhouse brawl? So we were doing the bunkhouse brawl for MWO back in the day, and I was like 2 years in the business. And everybody used to tell me, like Trenton's brother can say that Rick Cartier is known for having the hardest chops in the business. And the Indies.
Yep.
And I'm in the ring, and I'm like, the entrance is like right here, and I'm in the left-hand corner by the entrance. And somebody just got done kind of working me, and I'm just kind of like leaning in the corner. I'll beat up, and Cartier comes out. He walks right up to me. I tried to be funny in the moment. I was like, oh, man, I picked the wrong spot to be in. Like saying to him before he lit me up. And he looks at me and goes, oh, you got a spot? My bad. And he walks away and just proceeds to light up everyone. And I got completely out of that spot because he thought I said I had a spot planned, which I said, oh, I picked the wrong spot to be in. Oh, you got a spot? My bad. Starts everyone heats like three corners. You come back around towards me. I'm like, I dropped on.
No, not me.
Saved yourself.
That's all right. I'm sure somebody stomped on my head or something.
Oh,
CTE
dude.
my
Probably.
ass, man. Shit.
Mine was the worst when I'd be down in a corner selling. Yeah, you're trying to get, and Brody just come over and be like, "Oh, I'm gonna stomp your chest," and you're like, "God damn it!"
I felt that in the elimination for it.
Oh, I've gotten that a lot.
Dude, I had it in one spot, Pete, at the place you don't want to talk about, where like I come out to the ring, and it's like you might have been in the ring. It was like 4 baby faces just stomping the fuck out of one heel, and I'm like a year and a half into the business, and I'm like, ha ha, I'm gonna play the heel job in the entrance. I'm like, you think you can get me in the ring? You ain't gonna get me in the ring. And then because I knew a baby face was coming out after me, which was actually Rick Cartier, I believe. Could have been, but it was Cartier, John, and Brody. 2 of them were in the ring, and before we could sell it to the next person coming out, they decided to get out of the ring and chase me around the ring. And by the time I did like a 360 or a 720, I come around and the next guy comes out, and that's the 3rd baby face. They chop me in the entranceway, roll me in, and 3 guys beat the living life out of me. And then the rest of the baby faces get up. It had to have been like 5-on-2 at that point. And of course,
Dang.
number 2, probably Dillinger's bitch ass, just laying there. I kid, but it'd be a funny story if it was. He's like, fuck that. This young guy get beat up. Dillinger, help! Huh? Can't hear you.
You gotta speak louder.
I've done that straight up, man. One of the last matches I was in, there was a War Games match. The baby faces got a hold of the kendo sticks. It was like anything goes. It was the process of War Games match. Everybody comes in one-on-one. Same thing as the War Games, but it's weapons involved, no cage. And they start beating the life out of all the heels. And I look up, they got these kendo sticks. I just rolled the fuck out of the ring. I rolled all the way to the entrance ramp. I was like, I had a baby Backwoods Bam ask me after. He was like, what, you pussy out from the kendo sticks? I said, shit, call me a pussy all you want, bro. My tag partner, Nick Baker, I just let them beat the life out of him. I said, sorry, bro. You probably owe me for something.
Damn.
And you.
That fucking Tip Up Town.
Was that the one where it was the most violent Rumble where everyone just really hit each other way too fucking hard?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's
We
cool.
all came backstage, and every time someone came back, they're like, what is going on tonight?
Dude, I was in there so goddamn long, me and James both. And
They probably had it booked like, oh, Team Raiden's these 2 guys will last, and you get a double clothesline out, and then you guys are out. But in the meantime, you just get the life kicked out of you.
well, we came to that spot in the end where I was in there for, I think, 20 minutes, which is an eternity in a match like that.
Yeah,
And
no shit.
came to the point where I'm getting ready to go, and Braun's going over. So I grab him, and I'm punching him. I was like, it's time to go. He goes, what do you mean I'm going over? I'm like, yeah, fucking pitch me out. So he fucking just gut shotted me and fucking threw me over the top. And I'm like, there we go. Thank you. I can go backstage and have a fucking beer and smoke a joint now. Because that shit was draining being in there that long. Holy fuck. Yeah, I'm not a fan of those like matches.
Hell no.
Not at all. Not at all. Fuck.
All right, guys. I got to go take a piss real quick. I might be back. I might not.
All right, brother.
I've had piss like that.
I know. I got to do that too. And he left first. I'm like, I was going to run upstairs real quick, but
He's just a spinny for me.
I know he's still just spinning.
Oh, there he goes.
There
He's a spinning.
Yeah, it's like Coriolis effect when he's looking down, taking the leak and flushing the toilet. You know, the
Yep.
spinning.
So yep. Freaking Brody won by a tombstone power driver on a freaking chair.
Yeah.
Ouch.
Dope finish. And then seconds later, fucking Vince Diamond either low blowed him, hit him with the chair after he got tombstone. Hit him with the chair and hit Crow with the chair too, and then freaking left.
Ouch.
I was like, Me and Jeremy were like looking at him. We're like, kind of confused. I'm like, dude, you just took a yeah, you're dead. You're supposed to be dead, man. You took a tombstone pile driver on a chair. You're dead. You can't come back from that, man. You can't.
No sale.
Yeah, I was like, damn, dude. Like,
I understand you wanted to do the heel part. I understand, but don't do a fucking tombstone pile driver on the chair for a finish. Then just don't. You're
yeah,
dead.
yep.
You made that tombstone look like it was nothing because you're up and like bashing people with chairs. I'm like,
Yeah, you shouldn't be doing anything after taking a tombstone.
exactly. Look at, like, I was talking with Jeremy over my match when I did that pile driver, and
Mhm.
he's like, I just put my foot on the ropes. I'm like, Jeremy, if I hit that pile driver, you ain't gonna move your body. You
Nope.
ain't. I was like, have Maddie put your freaking foot on the ropes. I was like, it makes more sense. I'm like, you're dead. I just bite your head into the mat. It's
Yep.
done.
Yeah. Yeah, there's no hey, I can kick. No. She's got to do it because you took a fucking pile driver.
Yeah.
That's a protected move, and it should be.
Yep. And then I yelled at her for putting his foot on the ropes. And if the ref wasn't in the way, she probably would have slapped me. Yeah, she's like, if the ref wasn't in the way, I would have slapped you. I was trying so
Like, you deserve to be slapped.
I do. I really do. I was sitting there yelling at her and she couldn't do nothing, man. What are you doing? This is my time. Screw him. I'll win.
All right, you guys keep talking. I will be right back.
Uh-oh.
Uh-huh.
You can go over-
Mister gotta go pee.
Oh, dude, you know when he turns off the cam and leaves, you know that he's bringing the thunder, man. That's not coming out the front.
Oh, it's coming out the back.
Yeah, in
The
Spanish, they
back
call it-
window is just
yeah, we were talking about getting blasted earlier.
Oh,
Never had a chance.
the toilet's gonna be tapping out like he told all those fans that he's gonna do with Jared. The only thing he can tap out is the toilet.
Yeah, the toilet's gonna be crying, you know. Sportsman could cry.
Oh,
Yeah. Draven's in the chat calling him Mr. Weak Bladder.
Mr. Weak Letter.
I don't think it's coming out of his bladder. I think it's coming out of his poop hole.
Dang. Hopefully he
man.
doesn't sit on the toilet for an hour.
Well, dude, from what I hear, it's a curse to kind of have to go number 2 while you're in the middle of a match. I mean,
Yeah.
how do you do a timeout on something like that?
You don't. You gotta deal with it.
Oh
If
no!
you shit your pants, you shit your pants, man.
Oh,
There
dude,
is no timeouts. You're entertaining.
Dude, I'd be coming down the ring in a pair of Huggies. Like, come on.
Man, I got my diapers. I feel good.
Yeah, I'm feeling real good about this. You can hear it like sloshing around while we're doing moves. Oh shit! Oh, imagine a pile driver with a full diaper.
Oh my god!
Yeah, wasn't it?
Isn't it stinky down there?
Yeah, he's like coming up for air. It's like no. Oh god! No, apparently Andre the Giant did that. He shit on. I think he hated Bad News Brown or something, and he like sat on his chest and gave him a Bad News Brown, like just dropped Dinty Moore all over his chest from his butt. Yeah. That's definitely a bad news for Brown. But
yeah, he turned even more brown.
Yeah.
I feel so much better.
He's 10 pounds lighter.
Do you?
I do.
Is that toilet tapped out yet?
It
Did he
did.
had to go back?
All the Modelo's just left my body.
Oh no.
No, I had to piss, man. Fuck. It was killing me.
Oh,
No,
here
I
we are
didn't-
giving the shit about dropping a steak on the toilet.
No,
Yeah, I thought you were making that toilet tap out, man. That's the only thing you could tap out here.
like
Oh.
the fucking the crossface spot too. That was funny because like I'm like, what am I gonna do? Just a chin lock and fuck you, Draven. And what a gun. I'm like, fuck. I'm like, I don't have him in like position for regular chin lock, and Jared's like crossface. I'm like, oh, so I fucking got his arm back. I fucking leg locked his arm and then just started pulling back on that thing. I just love doing that now. I didn't do it because like I normally like scream at the ref like Chris Jericho used to. I'm like, ask him. I do that to Carrie in practice all the time. She's like, ask him what. I'm like, ask him if he fucking submits.
He said he did. I heard it.
He said he fucking gives up. No, it was that was a fun spot. And then, like I said, the camel clutch one, like I love that too because like I'll get him in the camel clutch, keep him in it for a couple minutes, do the couple jump, the couple bounces on his back to reset it. And I had him, and I'm like, how are we gonna work out this? I'm like, flip me back. He's like, jump one more time. I jumped and we worked it. He goes, you ready? I'm like, yep. And just take a back bump, and he gets 1, 2, bop, kick out. And then just went right back into the fucking heat after that.
Yeah.
Because I just let him, we kind of slowly get back to our feet. And I'm like, I think I every time I did this though, like I'd hit him, but then I just like eye poke, just real cheap, real easy, real quick, just the eye poke. That I used the shit out of that tonight. Like I said, the eye poke and the fucking heel, the Ric Flair fucking heel kick to the dick.
Yep.
Yeah. It was fucking fun, man. I enjoyed that match tonight.
I enjoyed my match tonight too.
I know,
I
man.
really did.
You look like you did. You guys look like you were having fun out there.
Oh, dude, it was a blast. Like, we were doing it in the backyard. Like, it feels like not even that long ago. And now we upgraded to a wrestling ring and actually being trained to do this. So I'm like, I was super geeked about the match. It was my first one-on-one match. And I have to say thank you for him because the original finish was he was going over.
Yeah.
But he switched it last minute and said I was going over. So I won my first singles match on the roster. Well, not on Dark.
Yeah.
So I'm very, very geeked about it. And what we did in there was we freaking tore down the house.
You did,
The fans were there that time. The fans were roller coaster booing the crap out of me. Frick. I came out and I wasn't expecting a lot of people to boo me. And I had the crowd fucking boo, boo.
Nice.
You know why they're booing you like that? You know why they're booing you like that? You got the rub from me, bro. That's that heel. You got that heel rub from we teamed. That one match. You got the heel rub from me. No, man. You do a good job when you come out. of getting your shit across of who you are. And of course you got a manager to help you too.
Yep. And he takes most of the heat because they call him bald.
I always laugh when people are like, "You're bald." I'm like, really?
I didn't know.
I had no clue. You know, last time I looked in the mirror, I had hair like Fabio, and now you're telling me that it's just gone?
Whoa. Yeah, man.
I'm calling bullshit.
They were all booing me and everything, and I was like, now I can play with the crowd. I'm like, yeah. So I started going up to little girls, boo, boo. Then they started laughing. I'm getting freaking frustrated. I'm like, I'm leaving. Frick you. Boo. At the end there, I did take a shot. I'm like, I'm the future. I'm the best here. And I walked in the ring. I said it plain out. I was like, I'm the future. I'm the best. And walked in the ring like I owned the place, dude.
Nice.
Bam.
That's the best. That's the best way to do it though, as a heel, man. You gotta have that, like, that cockiness, that confidence. And yeah, that shit, it goes a long way when you're
Yep.
when you're telling the fucking story. And yeah, dude, yeah, it's getting like, I fucking walked, I was standing on fucking chairs. I'm like, please don't fall, please don't fall. I had both feet on one chair before I kicked my leg over and got on the other one at one point. And oh yeah, the crowd fucking hate it. I can't wait to get an entrance in front of a full house solo, because doing the team match, you know, getting a group entrance, you know, so you don't really get, you know, like tonight I got a solo entrance. I'm like, now I just want the house to be full on a regular show and get this.
Yeah.
You know, which
It's a lot different.
Yep. Then I get to fucking come out and fuck with a full house of people. But like, I walked around the fucking crowd and I walked over and I sat with like my family. I sat next between my wife and my son. There was an empty seat there. So I popped in there. And just I fucking sat there with them because I had my shirts on and shit. Yeah, that was fun. My kid got a kick out of that. He loved it. So I brought him backstage, you know, for a minute. Him and his buddy and my wife came backstage for a few. So that was kind of fun. He never got to do that. So he'll go to school and talk about that next week now.
Frick, I get to go to work and talk about what I go to work, I'll be like, hey guys, I won my match. I did it.
I went over. Look, Ma, I'm over.
That's legit. When I stand there, when the final 3 count and like I got up, dude, I was like, oh, I'm so not used to this. And then my hands got raised by the ref. I'm like, oh, this is so dope. And they're all booing me. Boo. I'm like, ha ha, bitch. I went back to the cockiness person. I was like, yeah.
Yep.
Because like I play a character that in the beginning I'm cocky, but like when I'm in the ring and the baby faces are fucking around with me, I get pissed off. And that's where you see I'm gonna bah bah bah. And you saw that tonight because I gave Jeremy so many suplexes. His back's gonna be hurting to next week. Fuck him.
He's trying to kill his cousin, yo.
Yeah, he was trying to kill me in that elimination 4v4 match.
Yeah.
With that fucking net breaker thing. So payback's a bitch.
Oh my god.
Pay back some pitch, isn't it?
He's just trying. He's just like, yeah. It was an attempted fucking maiming. No.
Nothing's worse than Caesar Asher freaking doing so many fucking Germans to Red Tiger in his match.
Oh. Dude,
I felt Brock Lesnar was in the building, man. There.
Yeah. I'm trying to think of like other singles matches I've I remember like one of my first really I remember the first match I ever took my shirt off in front of the crowd. I went over on Braun.
They told you to put it back on?
No, I was jacked. That was because I was all jacked and tan, and then I took my shirt off and I didn't realize I had hickeys on my chest and shit.
You see, Steven came out with it with no shirt on. I'm like,
Yep.
dude, they're just gonna tell you to put your fucking shirt back on, man.
But
just put your shirt back on.
No, dude. As a heel, that's perfect. With them telling him to put his shirt back on, it's like, you know what? I'm gonna take my shirt off even harder.
That's what he said. He's like, they all freaking say that anyways, so why not? And he's like, I'm gonna be taking chops, so I want to take them for real. Like, I told him, I was like, if that's what you want to do, you go do that.
Yep.
I'm like, you do you. I try not killing myself in my match. Freaking thumbs up on that one.
Right. That's my goal, is to just make it out in one fucking piece. I want to make it out as good as I am when I went in, which ain't very good to begin with, but I'll fucking take it. Like I said, my neck is, I'm gonna be feeling that tomorrow.
Uh-oh.
Yeah, oh yeah. I didn't land on it or anything. It just I don't know. I probably turned my head wrong at some point, and I need to get adjusted anyway. So I'll go to the chiropractor this week and get
it all fixed up.
Yep, I haven't been to a chiropractor since maybe December. I think I went before Christmas. But damn, dude. Yeah, I need to go at least once or twice a month. Yeah. Especially with I don't have a copay, and the fucking appointments are only like $30. So
dang.
Yeah, it's pretty nice.
Yep.
So I'm not paying, it's like, I'm not paying anything. So it's time getting there. And my chiropractor is like getting ready to retire. So he only has office hours like 3.5 days a week now.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
But he's a minister, and he does a lot of stuff with like the youth hunts and like archery for kids and stuff like that through the church. So super nice guy. I've known him since he's been adjusting me since I was 14.
Okay.
At one point, like my shoulders like sat unlevel because I always hit with my right shoulder in football. So my right shoulder like sat slightly lower than my left. And I would go in and get adjusted like every Friday on game day and crack that shit back in like 5 weeks, I was back to normal again. So yeah, he's helped me a lot, man. Car accidents and shit I've been in.
Oh
yeah.
Okay.
Oh yeah. That's how I first injured my shoulder, was me and it was my foreman when I was working landscaping. We went off-road in a fucking work truck with a diesel fuel cell through 3 trees head on, and the 4th one stopped us airborne. A tree fell right in between us and crushed the middle of the cab. The back windshield blew out through like both of our, like, just shattered glass all over, smacking us in the back of the head and the back of the shoulders and everything. I was unconscious. I just put my arms out like this, like a dumbass, and I came to, and I look over, and the horn's going off, and his head's on the steering wheel. I thought I just reached over and grabbed. I'm like, Scotty, I'm fucking shaking him. I thought he was dead, and I did. I was like, fuck it. If he's dead, he's not gonna feel it anyway. So I'm shaking him.
Yeah.
And he was alive, much to my enjoyment. I found he was alive and pretty much uninjured. So we fell out of the truck and we stumble over to. We didn't have cell phones. We had a walkie-talkie, so we radioed our boss, and he comes over, and fucking cops came and shit like that. But I drove myself to the clinic with a separated shoulder and a concussion.
Oh man.
He took us back to our house. He didn't even call an ambulance. Cheap fucking prick. He has us drive. I was like, I'm going to the clinic. Sky's like, I'm going home. Like, man, I can't even move my right arm barely. I was like, I'm going to the clinic. So I called, because I was living at home with my parents. I was like 19. I called my mom, like, hey, can you come pick me up? She goes, where are you at? I was like, I was in an accident and I'm at the clinic right now and they're about to examine me. So I got 3 weeks off of work and a bunch of fun fucking painkillers. So yeah, that was I woke up the next morning, and you know what's funny is it felt like going through that feels like going through like a really rough wrestling match in retrospect. Like now I'm like, if I was in that same car accident now, I'd be like, oh yeah, I just wrestled. Like that would be it. That would be it. It's like I just wrestled a fucking 15-minute match. That's basically what I did.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't even know where I was going. I was all cut up, dude. Like it was fuck. I had like a white, like a gray tank top on. It wasn't white, it was gray, and it was like the whole back of it was just red. It was, yeah,
Dang.
it was fucking wicked. I think I had hair at the time, so that's why my head didn't get cut up. But yeah, that was here's one. I'll show you. This is very, very, very old. You want to see a very young Pete? Here you go. Chris, I don't even know if I've ever showed you this one.
Uh-oh.
But there you go, right there. I was like in 6th grade, I think. But
damn.
Yeah, that's
Dang.
Look at that hair. Look at that thick fucking hair. My God.
Yeah. I wonder where it went.
It fucking migrated south.
Yeah. He's like Mr. Wooly What's-It or whatever, the magnet thing.
Yeah.
It just went south. It's okay. It comes back north once in a blue moon.
Wait, it went south? You got really hairy.
God damn it. No, everything is nicely trimmed with Manscaped, because Manscaped makes your balls happy.
Whoa!
And remember, you can use promo code PeteDaddyDollar to make your balls fresh, smooth, and presentable for that special someone. It's only gay if you make eye contact.
Like Cornette talking about
God damn it, Brian Last. If I could made eye contact with me,
Are you saying that Brian Last and Corny were talking?
No, I don't think Brian Last is the Gawk 9000.
His belly would get before his dong.
Is that the guy that you did for $20 or whatever, $10?
I was young and needed the money, Trenton.
Someone's a selfish bottom. Oh God.
Oh my God. I can't believe I have friends like this.
What? Come on. I had to deal with this all at wrestling. Come on.
I'm a fucking delight to be around, first of all.
Yes, you are.
Tony. Hi, baby. I miss you too. He says, hi, everyone. Just got home the homosexual Sith. I didn't get to go see it, and I'm not going to get to go see it this weekend. I am like I have so much shit to do tomorrow. It is fucking stupid. So I'm not gonna get to go see it. So I'll probably just watch it. I have the Blu-ray, so I'll just watch it on that. I'm disappointed though that I'm not gonna get to see it in the theater because I was looking forward to that, man. It's the 20th anniversary, you know. But unfortunately, my schedule is a fucking asshole. Schedule is ashhole. No, I shave it all off, Draven. I shave my balls.
Oh no.
Oh, no.
Well, that
Oh,
helps.
no.
It's fine because I have the lawnmower trimmer 4.0 from manscaped.com. It avoids nicks,
What
cuts,
the
and other
It's-
uncomfortable fucking scenarios that might incur with shaving such a sensitive area. So you can get the lawnmower 4.0 from
What
manscaped.com.
the fuck?
Wait, what's with all the wax?
What?
Oh, do you remember that stuff, Nads?
Oh, dude, like I can't even imagine using something like that. Like,
Well, no, there was a review on Amazon. It was like, I thought Nads was supposed to remove hair on your Nads. Basically, the title of the review said the only thing that got ripped off was me.
oh,
Had to go to the
Oh.
ER to get his nads like de-waxed or whatever.
yeah, Jesus, dude.
Damn.
Curse you, Kiwis! Leave it in New Zealand to invent such a torture device for people's balls. Where in the commercial did you ever see someone use their ball? Oh,
Yeah,
I'm
I don't
sorry.
think he's. I'm not even. Never mind. I'm not even going to talk about this on the air. I'll save it for tomorrow.
I was about to say, just move on from this topic.
No. It was totally unrelated to my balls being freshly shaved.
Oh my! I said, get away from the topic.
I'm gonna lean
Not
into it
say
even
the
harder.
topic.
I'm gonna lean into that shit even harder now.
What if you like?
Oh
like
my God.
Like a side shave balls or like a pair of cornrows down there.
Oh my God!
You like those balls? Those are my balls.
Whoa!
It's like a gallery of it. You got like you're opening the 3-ring binder of the gallery. Yeah, Barber, I would like that. Oh God,
can
we
you-
have
can you
fallen
do-
as a society if that happens.
Can you do something like that?
Can you dye it blue? I kind of like the blue on that.
No. you know what's funny is as much as I healed the crowd tonight, when I came out like at intermission and after the show, I actually signed autographs tonight.
Oh damn!
That's
I had-
good.
Yeah, it was like the kids that was like, I hate you. They're like, hey, can you sign this for me? Yeah, absolutely. Can you sign my t-shirt?
I hate you.
Yeah, it's like
Here,
I
sign my
like you.
thingy.
It was, man. It's like, damn, this shit feels good as fuck, But no, it was
Definitely.
It's always fun to get that. After you've been calling these people white trash for fucking, hours, you get to fucking they're like, damn, this guy's not so bad. We'll
Get
fucking
the-
get.
Yep.
I should have been like, hey, buy a t-shirt.
If you don't buy a t-shirt, I don't sign it.
Yep, I ain't saying shit to you. Oil me up. You gotta buy.
They
this
didn't even
t-shirt.
come and ask me for any autographs. I think they're kind of scared of me after what I did to whatever his name is.
That's they would have
Was-
been. People would be intimidated by me, but they see me come out, and then I'm sitting there like hugging my kid, and they're like, yeah, okay, like, but they say like it's funny too because they always say like the heels are like the nicest like
Oh,
guys outside the ring, and I'm like, I'm a piece of shit with no soul. Like, no, but it is. It's like I try. If like a fan comes, I'm never gonna fucking like And then you get the old timers. Yeah, heel out on the fan. I never heel out on the fan. You know what I mean? Not an intermission, nothing like that. Not unless I'm out there specifically to like do a spot during intermission. You know, but no, I much prefer just what the fuck? Screech just asked Zach. What episode of
the
Saved by
hell?
the Bell are you watching?
Oh, he's watching the porn parody.
God damn it, Tony. I've scrolled back. I've scrolled back 8 years on my Facebook trying to find a fucking because I know I uploaded my senior pictures at some point.
Jesus.
Damn.
I've
He's going
scrolled
back when he was senior.
Well, I uploaded like after the fact. Oh, this is funny. Chris, you've seen Lost, right?
Oh yeah.
Remember the not Penny's boat scene with Desmond or Charlie when he writes it on his hand when he's drowning?
Yeah.
Spoiler for Lost if nobody's ever seen it.
20 years spoiler.
Yeah. I sent this to my wife. Like I was at work one day. This is from 2016.
Wow.
She's like,
She says, well, I said, well, it's not.
Wow.
She's like, what the frick are you talking about?
Yep. I said, this is shit I text my wife when I'm at work. There might have been a reason.
2006.
Or 16. That was 2016.
Oh, okay.
Yep, 2016. Speaking of old pictures, we were talking about Rick Cartier earlier.
Yeah.
Here's there's one of me and a younger me with my Chris. You see my shirt?
Yes, I know
Yeah.
you're a part of it. We're all a part of it.
Yes. But yeah, there's me and Rick. That's backstage at that other company over there, man. That was way back. And oddly enough, 2016, I won Rookie of the Year and Manager of the Year for 2016.
That's good.
Yep,
Ooh.
That's good.
for IWE over there, man. That was yeah, and shit, dude. Here's pictures of me and my dad building an entranceway we built for that.
Oh shit.
Oh yeah, dude. We
Dang.
build me and my old man build some fucking good ass entrances. Hang on, here's a picture of it from the front right here. But this is where you'd walk out and there's a back wall and you had tunnels on both sides with curtains and the marquee logo is here and then they had the light up sign over top of it eventually.
Okay.
Oh, wow.
But yeah, that took we worked from start to finish about 10 hours on that.
Oh shit.
And
Dang.
that was the second one we built. We built one for Absolute back in like 2009. We needed an entrance. And my dad and I were like, well shit, we can do that. So we built one. It only cost about, well, lumber obviously much cheaper in 2009 and 2016 respectively than it is now.
Yeah.
But
Yeah.
even in 2016, I literally think me and the old man had $130 wrapped up in the entire project.
That's it? Damn.
Yeah. Yeah, for the wood and the paint and the nail or the screws. Yeah. It was
Dying.
it was pretty fucking cheap, man.
Yeah.
That was that was I love constructing that. I love the entrance at Shogun now. I gotta say, it feels so cool.
Yep.
Trennan walking up from Gorilla,
Yep.
walking through, I put my shit. I sit Gorilla, but like walking, you get to when you walk through the back door there, and you walk behind the fucking, you step up onto the fucking stage.
Yep.
Oh my god, dude, that feels so fucking good. That
Yep.
I just it's it's something that is like it's borderline like indescribable, the feeling that you get from like going through that fucking curtain. There's no and I've chased it. There's no fucking high, there's no buzz, there's no euphoric feeling to me I've ever experienced outside of the birth of my child. If I didn't say that, I'd be a bad parent. But outside of the birth of my child, that's pretty much as high as I've gotten on anything. Like it was just
Mhm.
and it's every time, man. Them goosebumps, that fucking them butterflies in your stomach, bro, that never
Oh,
goes
dude,
away. It never
definitely,
fucking goes away.
definitely when you're standing right at the like entranceway and you're just sitting there and you're like, oh shit, they're about to play my music. We're about to do this. It like hits you all at once. And then once you start doing your thing out there, it's like it goes away. It's the weirdest feeling because I get like super pumped for a match. Super pumped. And then when I get to the venue, I get nervous but still pumped. And then when I get right by the entranceway, it's just like all nervous and everything. And then once I start walking out, I get pumped up again. And that's when the adrenaline starts kicking in. And it's like, oh, once you hear those people,
Yep.
it's like the adrenaline kicks in. And then you're like, now I'm going to do my job.
Yeah. Dude, I was like, I had nerves tonight, but even like with my fucking like new music, I've never been more calm. Like I'm usually like a bundle of fucking nerves walking out there. And honestly, I think it was working with Jared was really what it was because I knew exactly what was going to happen. I knew what we were going to do, you know.
Yep.
So it was like, and I'm like, honestly, the only thing I have to do is really fucking work heel on the crowd. And yeah, I loved coming out to that, fucking hearing that fucking Black Label Society.
Yep.
I was like, oh, and all the like the beginning, the no Vaseline part, like I could hear the crowd reacting to that. I was like, nice.
Yep.
I'm like, good. They're getting the yep. I'm like, it was just, it felt right, you know, and yeah, I love that. I love making those entrances. That is to me like
Yep.
it's that and cutting the promos. Like, yeah, I love working matches. There, it's a blast, you know. But man, it's just like coming out your music. You get to fucking play with the fucking audience and shit, and you know, get to heal. It's just it's such a good feeling.
It really is. It always like once I get like off the ramp, it's
Mhm.
like like it clicks. Like the switch just clicks and it's like, yeah. And I had so many people, not this show, but the last show, the main show,
Mhm.
like Jake came up to me and everything and he's like, how can you just switch that switch? Just switch it. I'm like, well, Jake, you gotta understand. You go through stages of nervous, pumped, nervous, and then once you get out there and you like when you get off that entrance ramp, it just switches. I
Yep.
can't just manually switch it off. I tried that the last one, the last show,
Mhm.
just try to turn it before I went out, and I couldn't do it. And guess what happened? I forgot like half of the shit in our match because I
Yeah.
was trying to do the one thing. So this time, going into the singles match, trying to prepare, try to perform, and show that I can hang with the best. Tonight, I did it. In my opinion, I did it.
You did. You did, man. You did a fucking damn good job tonight, man. Y'all had a fucking fantastic match. You earned your stripes tonight, kid. You earned your
Ah,
stripes tonight.
Yeah.
Absolutely, bro. But yeah, man, it was like I said, it was we put on a main card quality show tonight.
Yeah. With
For
like we had like 13 people here.
yeah.
13?
Yeah. We usually have what? We usually have what, 20 plus?
Yeah. 20.
Yeah.
Yeah, including everybody. Yep.
Yep. With the commentators and all that. Yeah.
Yeah.
See, at the Ronin Rumble now, I'm not working a singles match. I'm working the Rumble, which is fine.
I think I'm working the Rumble too.
Yep.
I don't know.
The first because Tommy's not going to be there, so I'm doing commentary with Jesse, which is fine because I can get my shit over working commentary. I'm just going to use that like a tool now when I have to do that.
Okay.
But yeah, but I'm in the Rumble, so I'm happy. I'm like I said, not a fan of it, but fuck it, it's a spot, you know. And then
I mean, take the time, man. Take any time to get in that ring.
Absolutely. And then I got I got the angle coming up with Ray and that. So
Yeah.
Jeremy hit me up the other day. We were talking about him and I are doing this spot coming up, and he just we did that black hole slam today, you know.
Yeah.
And yeah, he took that perfect. I'm like, yep. I'm like, I spun him around like 3 times and fucking put him down.
Oh yeah, I seen that. Seen that. It looked dope.
That's my new finisher. I'm
hell yeah.
What's that, Chris?
You making a pizza?
I mean, it looked like he was trying to deep fry him for a minute, spinning him around for 3 minutes. Boom!
Yep.
He got him a little extra crispy. He said he didn't want it.
Send it back.
Send it back.
Yeah.
But yeah, I'm going to use the cutter as a transition move, which I know goes against what but I've got I've got my fucking running power slam. I got the cutter. I use the fucking 3 amigos. I can I got my shotgun fucking drop kick. You know, I just there's so much shit that I have, and it's like, dude, I can throw fucking exploder suplexes, shit like that. Like, I mean, I really I want to do more shit like that, but it's like I have it, but when I use it, I want it to mean something, because I purposely work like tonight with Jared. I like working like that, because in the matches that I do get a chance to get those spots during the heat where I can fucking start fucking going into the arsenal and being like, all right, let's pull this shit out. Like it means to me, like it'll mean more that I, kind of had to restrain myself from doing, you know what I mean? Like I wish tonight, I wanted to fucking do shit, but I'm like, I gotta be careful because Jared's back. So it's like, yeah, man, I got no problem taking a few bumps for him and doing a brawl, because we had a good match. The crowd hated me. They loved him. They wanted to see him kill me. So we did what we were supposed to do.
I know the crowd wanted the Chappie Daddy to go over, and
yes,
I took that away. Oh, bang.
No soup for you.
No
soup for you.
After taking how many fucking Bronco Busters, man? Fuck that shit.
Oh my god.
I sat there in the corner like, get off of me, dude. And he just keeps on doing it. I'm like, dude, get off of me. He finally gets off of me. Dude, it's to the point where I moved my head down to the lower turnbuckle, and I was just sitting there like, yeah, just stop. I'm out of breath, trying to get my breath, and he won't stop. I'm like, oh shit. And I have to run and do my running knee. I'm like, I'm gonna die here in a moment.
Your nuts are in my face.
Some folks have a strange idea of entertainment.
Oh my gosh. But yeah. And then when he got off, I was like, I finally got that breath and everything. And I was like,
Yep.
I brought that knee, man. I brought that knee.
Dude, hey, have a good night, manliness. Take care, bro.
Yeah.
Take care. And manliness, thank you, man. When we bring holy shit news back, you've sent me some stories for that already. So I got those pinned in our chat. Yeah, because starting Monday night, folks, no more live Raw coverage. We will be playing some games, talking some wrestling still. We'll be talking some pop culture and some other fun stuff. So we got that to look forward to on Nitro. It was still Nitro. We're not rebranding the channel or anything. Director Nick Bergman from Wendigo Pictures will be on with me on Tuesday night for Tuesday Night Terror Vision. I'm looking forward to that, man. Nick and I were chatting about my Friday the 13th fan film project I'm working on. I've been writing for 5 years now. I feel like Stewie and Family Guys would be like, "You still working on that novel? Got an interesting protagonist, antagonist there?
My head!
Yeah. How's the novel coming, Brian? Shut up, Stewie."
My neck is stuck.
But no, so yeah, Nick will be on, and Drew Robinson from Wendigo. He's one of our camera folks from Super Shogun. He was on with Trina and I, and we reviewed The Cabinet of Dr. Caligari, which one of the first horror movies ever made. Was fucking fantastic to watch because I haven't seen a silent movie in years. We don't like to watch Charlie Chaplin. His mustache frightens me. Never again. Never again. He looks like that failed Austrian painter.
That's right. Oh, we really put him to it.
Oh my God. But folks, it's 2:30 in the morning, and I've been up since 6:30 yesterday. So
he's old. He needs to sleep.
Thanks,
do.
Geritol.
Thanks, Geritol. And Awful Wrestling Podcast is this evening right here on Twitch on the Awful Wrestling channel and Awful Wrestling on X. So we'll be streaming across multiple platforms this evening. We'll watch a little bit of TNA Rebellion. It'll be me and James, and hopefully Mad Dog will join us, and maybe Draven if he's
not that guy.
If Draven's not being a homosexual, he'll join us.
Whoa, homosexuals.
Oh,
what?
And herpes.
Does he wear diapers?
No, he does like chicks with downs, though.
Welcome to hell, motherfucker!
Damn it. Damn it.
He's got to work. Draven, God damn it. I have to switch brands. Hang on a second. I'm looking for that one particular GIF. Here it is.
God damn it, Draven.
There we go. But no, folks, seriously, thank you for joining us and hanging out late with us here as we broke down the entire Shogun card and got caught up in a lot of side quests along the way, but that's okay.
Yeah.
We had a fucking blast. It's just another fun stream here. Trennan, thanks for coming on, bro. Appreciate you, man. And great job tonight in your match, dude. Seriously, great job.
You too. You did good in your match too.
Thank you. Thank you, brother. Appreciate it, man. And Chris, as always, brother, love you, man. Thank you for jumping in, even late. Yeah, thank you, man. I'm glad you were able to come on.
He might want to go check his diaper. I think it's an overdose.
Look, me and Tony are Patterson and Briscoe. We're the studio.
That's right.
Thank you to everybody in the chat, man. Love you guys. We'll see you later on tonight and then Monday right here for Nitro and Patreon. I got you. I know I'm retooling, revamping, and I need to get you guys an upload. I promise that will be this week, Wednesday. You will have an upload. So I am Pete from Wrestling with Horror. It's been great. It's been fun. If I don't see you, have a great day. A pleasant tomorrow. I'll catch you on the next one. And remember, it is always better to burn out than fade away. Peace.